They'll be calling you a radical. Blanche, you're a broken record. You're a broken record. Let's get our I Omega Shift F13 Word Perfect US Robotics Novell coffee out. So, 4,000 days of Orwellian on BALCO on CHEMO. The Fukushima disaster, for that doesn't prove you that Orwell was right on BALCO on CHEMO. Up is down, black is right, falsities are truths. I mean, how did they do it? One by jet stream. It becomes as natural as occupying a bird refuge. 2 plus 2. It's 1 or 3 or 6 or 12 or 311 or 911. It's whatever we tell you it is. It's whatever we tell you it is. Winston. Okay, it's 5, it's 8. What is it, Winston? It's 4. You're lying, Winston. It's whatever you tell me it is. 1948. That's when Orwell had that. That's when network television. That's when CIA went in earnest in BALCO. 4,000 days. If this doesn't prove to you the greatest ecological catastrophe in human history that no one bothered to see, I feel like I'm living in the Twilight Zone. Just the greatest drought in 1,200 years. I live in the heart of it. Had to live on the edge of the Great Salt. One of the great. You sit right here on the marsh in the evening. It was like God had built these grandstands. You'd sit there and watch it at sunset. Beyond, take your breath away. Literally millions of birds, tundra swans, every duck you could think of, geese, the songbirds, red-winged blackbirds. I mean, it was incredible, the sound of that marsh. That's where I grew up right here. I watched it go away. The muskrats, the old coots. It's beyond the big jackrabbits with ears. 4,000 days of apathy. What'd you get for all this work, Blanche? I got a gold medal. That's all I got. From my peers. My peer reviewer of my PhD, Tim Martin, who caught the world's record stillhead. Oh, we didn't see that on Google. It wasn't on Google, so it must not be. Okay. All right. Who would believe? I remember when Google first come out, back in those days. Where's your shift? I remember. I used to use Raging Bull when I was at the #1 school business in the country. How could that happen? Go from first to worst. How can those 99 Weber State, Eddie Gill, Eddie Arsenal, Larson, freaking Noel Jackson team go to this? How did this all happen? The Twilight Zone. #1 school business in the country to supply chain dead last, from first to worst. 9/11 to 3/11. 4,000. Orwell. It becomes as natural as unleashing cattle onto the Santa Barbara, California landscape. What's he talking about? I'll just say this. I was given 2 months to live. It's coming up on the 26th. It'll be the last day that chemo went in my body. Hardcore radical form of AML leukemia. One in bone marrow transplant on 11/11. No matter what Google says, no matter what the internet kettling, I'm the one that termed that term. All this 2 plus 2 is still fucking 4. And I'm going to live my life that way. If I go down swinging, I go down swinging. But I'm not taking a call third strike. I'm not living my life in a freaking fairy tale. 4,000 days, the greatest ecological catastrophe in human history, and everything that's come behind it. Scientists are mystified, they're baffled, they're puzzled, they're stumped, they're perplexed, they're bewildered, and everybody's going to go along. Why are we so afraid of nuclear meltdowns when they actually when they don't happen, but when they do happen, didn't happen in Chernobyl, didn't have Maya, didn't happen in 3 Mile Island, didn't happen in Santa Susana, didn't happen in Idaho National Lab. Oh, it happened to Fukushima. Took me a year and a half to convince anybody it was one meltdown. So what was their answer? Internet kettle me. They're not stuffing my toothpaste back in the tube. They're not putting my lightning back in the bottle. I flipped the bottle behind my back and with my axe bat, and I shattered the bottle. They showed up to this too late with their internet kettling. Google. Uranium One Google. Whoa, the new uranium club. Wow. Who would have believed it? That the American populace, Orwell couldn't make this up. Again, whatever happened to Winston's girlfriend? Same way the rest of them. This is a tough, long, hard fight. Fighting cancer. It's been a battle. 4,000. 4,000. I fight for her. She fights for we. From the sea, the ecology. Chemo's not working anymore. You're not recovering. It's too hard on you. Transplant. I'm going to go to the coast and walk the coast. You'll probably die out there. Yeah. Rip into the sea. Jeffers is my favorite. Robin Jeffers. Right there below his tower. Oh, they tore that down too. 2 + 2. Winston, it's whatever we tell you it is. Nope. Nope. I'm not buying. I'm not playing. It's 4. Stand on it. It's 4. It's 4. Me and Robin Hood. Stand.